Hey guys, welcome. So let's go ahead and get started in a seat. So you can find an easy cross-legged Sukhasana seat like I am, or if this is too much for your knees, you can always just take your legs out in front of you. Right, so find any version where you can sit in a comfy spot. You can always use, if you have a wall behind you, you can use that to lean up into. So making it yours here from the beginning. And take a moment, close your eyes. Let your spine even out. Here, feel the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. Feel the breath dropping all the way down into the belly. Let go of the muscles on your face, the hinge of your jaw, the weight of the elbows. Take a really big, nice breath in all the way down into the belly, into the low back. Open up the mouth, let it go. Again, deep breath in. Open up the mouth. One more like that, deep breath in. This time if there's any sound in the back of the throat, let it go. Nice. And turn the corners of your mouth up, otherwise known as a smile, as you blink the eyes open. Letting the light come right into your eyes. And right away here, we're just gonna take a couple circles through the spine. So rolling through your whole torso, rolling through your hips. Rolling through your torso here, rolling through your hips. Go ahead and roll out the head and the neck. All right, you can do both at the same time. Roll out the hips and the head and the neck. How about that? Double tasking here. So this should feel good, right? This is your own yoga practice. Don't do anything you don't want to do. Kind of go by what your body is telling you to do. You're here to find something that feels good in your body and not anything that creates any extra tension or stress. We don't need that. We don't need that right now or ever. All right, so come back to the center and let those hands fall off your thighs. Take a nice big breath in, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands come together right at the heart. Feel the fingertips press together. Feel the outer edges of your palms press together. Feel the elbows get nice and heavy. The back of the neck get nice and heavy. Feel your heart chakra, the front of the chest opening up here. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, release. Trickle, rain the fingertips down, and we'll do that one more time. Inhale, widen, so take up space. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Reach all the way up. Exhale, hands come right to the heart. Take a breath in. And then exhale, release. So as we release, we're just gonna walk the right hand over to the left knee. Easy twist here. Left fingertips come behind you. And we'll twist open to the left. Breathe here, feel the sits bones grounding down, the back of the neck getting nice and long. And then use your exhale, come back to center, and we'll switch sides. Bring it over to that right knee, left hand over to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Breathing here, gently easing your body into this. Being very easeful. Taking some of the work out of this. So we worry about things all day long, right? Our minds are constantly stimulated, constantly inundated with all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna quiet down the mind and just get some of our own energy back. All right, so from here, take those legs out to the side. Right, find this little side stretch in the legs. So I'm off to the left. You can be off to the right, doesn't really matter. So whichever direction you're in, you're gonna lift up and twist towards that outer leg. So the leg that's out to the side, you can grab onto the thigh or the heel here. Just another really nice big twist. Feel this. Both of your hips grounding down, right? One will definitely feel heavier than the other. See if you can even out and really press into that dominating sit bone and lift up. Take one more breath in and then exhale, come back to center. So from here, whichever leg goes out to the side, just shoot that leg out and we'll find Janu Shirsasana. Forward fold here over one leg. Walk the other foot to the inside edge of that thigh. Flex that lengthened leg, the toes back towards the face, and roll the heart open. So use your finger pads on the mat or on the ground. Get some length. Tuck the chin towards the chest just a little bit. Lengthen the back of the neck. On your exhale, start to crawl it down. So you don't have to flop all the way down, right? We're not doing ballet or lyrical dance or anything like that. So it's not about getting all the way down. It's more about maintaining that lift from the back of the heart. If you want, though, from here, you can release the weight of the head. So take it out of the head and the neck. Big, mighty stretch here. So you can stay right here, or if you want to go for just a little bit more on this side, we'll start to walk that inner hand to the outside edge of either the shin or the ankle, or if you want, if it's accessible, you can even grab the foot and pull on the shin, the ankle, the foot. Find some more length and twist yourself a little bit more over to the left or to the right if you're working on that other side. Nice, and then come all the way back up. Shift your hands behind you, lean back onto your sits bones, shimmy on over to the other side. So first we'll just find the legs pinwheeled out to the side. Press through that dominating sit bone here. Lift up, exhale, twist to that outer leg. Make your way back to center. Shoot that outer leg out. We'll find Janu Shirsasana. Forward fold over one leg on the other side. Flex the toes back towards the face. Press out of your sits bones. Use your finger pads into the mat. Find some length. Nice big breath in. Tilt the chin down. Exhale. Fold. And then take your time, come all the way back up here. All right, so let's make our way onto our hands and our knees. Can get there however you want to. We'll shimmy on over. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Scoop the heart forward. You know, I'm gonna face this way. I feel like I wanna face this pretty plant over here. And then a couple cat-cows. Tuck the toes underneath you. On your inhale, scoop the heart forward. Exhale, drag the belly up an inch into chest. Again, deep breath in. Reach your heart forward. exhale, draw the belly up and in, chin to chest. Again, deep breath in, reach your heart forward. Exhale, draw the belly up and in, chin to chest. Inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, drag the belly up and in, chin to chest. Walk your hands forward. Keep those toes tucked underneath, and we'll send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So first downward dog, maybe of the day. Pedal out the legs. Give yourself some movement. Roll through the head and the neck. Breathe here, let go of the head and the neck. And then set those feet up hip-width distance apart. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Bend your knees, pop up onto the balls of the feet, and then tilt your pelvis up and back. So the tailbone scooches up towards the sky. And then from here, press into your hands. So it's almost like you're widening out from the back of the heart, lengthening your arms. Press into the thumb and the pointer finger, the inner corners of your hands. Feel the inner arms draw towards the center line of the mat. Keep all of this on your exhale. Drag your heels down and back to your degree, lengthening your legs. Let's try that again. Inhale, come up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, press into the hands. Exhale, heels lower down and back. You can even start to line your ears up here with your upper arms, so your head is nice and aligned. One more time. Inhale, pick up the heels. Press into the hands, hug the inner arms in. Exhale, lower the heels down and back. And then on your inhale, hug the heels down and back. Start to scoop the heart forward. We'll pull ourselves into a plank pose. Nice and slow here. So, right, this is a challenging pose. You can always drop the knees for that modified plank pose. Or, right, stay here with the knees up. So wherever you are, hug the shoulders onto the back, drag your heels down and back, scoop the belly in and reach your heart forward long. Back of your neck, your gaze is down at the ground. One more breath in here, rock forward onto the tip toes. And then on your exhale, hug your knees together. Lower down, hug your elbows in, start to lower the chest. And then the chin all the way down. So come all the way down onto the belly. And then on your inhale here, we're gonna peel up into baby cobra, or maybe lifting up into a little lazy upward facing dog. Exhale, use your core, take it all the way up and back into child's pose. So on your way to child's pose, give yourself a couple rolls with the hips. Just roll it out. Roll out through the head and the neck. That should feel good. And then go ahead and sink it back. Forehead can come down, knees wide, big toes maybe come to touch. And then really just give yourself a break here, release. So taking some of the pressure off, figuratively and quite literally taking some of the pressure off the spine. And then when you're ready, start to make your way back up. Spread your hands, again, right underneath the shoulders. Walk your knees right underneath the hips. Start to tuck your left toes underneath you. On your inhale, shoot the right heel up and back. Pause here, bend the knees and the bottom of the foot towards the sky. Nice. And then on your inhale, pick the heel up. Exhale, lower knee to nose, crunching it out. Again, deep breath in, pick the heel all the way up towards the sky, reach your heart forward. So it's kind of like cat-cow, arching, and then exhale, knee to nose, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, deep breath in. Arch, and then lower that knee a little bit. Level out your spine, press into the hands. So you can stay here, maybe come up onto your left fingertips, maybe shoot the left hand forward, or maybe reach that arm around and grab the foot. If you have the foot, press the foot into the hand into the foot, reach your heart forward. Nice big breath in, and then exhale, we'll release. So we'll do the same thing on the other side, right? Just give yourself maybe a couple rocks from side to side with the hips, and then we'll tuck those right toes underneath us. Scoop the belly in, long neck, send the left heel up and back, and then bend the knee so the foot is up towards the sky. Press into the hands, reaching away from the mat. On your inhale, pick the knee up a little bit higher, foot up a little bit higher. Exhale, knee to nose, curling everything in. Inhale, take it up and back, heart forward. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale again, send it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, last time, inhale, send the heel up, heart forward, and then exhale, level out the spine, press into the hands, long neck. Maybe come up onto the right fingertips. Maybe shoot the right hand forward, playing with balance, hug the belly in. Maybe go for the foot here. If you have the foot, press the foot into the hand, reach your heart forward. Take one more breath in, and then gently exhale. Release. Shimmy those hips around from side to side. Right, roll through the head and the neck. If any tension got caught in the jaw, let go of a breath. Stick out the tongue, let it go. And then take yourself right back up into downward dog, just for a breath here. As I know we've been on the wrists for a while, take a nice big inhale. Extend out through the arms, and then exhale, step walk those feet. Mosey on up to the top of your mat. So we'll land in a forward fold, your feet hip width distance apart right underneath the hip points. Bend your knees. Let yourself dangle here so you can let the head release. No big deal if the hands don't touch the ground. You can always walk the elbows up to your thighs. So just really playing with every option today, finding a variation or version of this that works for you. And feel free to play with the weight of your body on your feet. So notice the distribution of your weight. Maybe rock onto the balls of the feet, the heels. Maybe pedal out the knees. Shake your head yes or no. So those vertebrae in the cervical neck here are just dangling. Should feel really good. And then on your inhale, bend the knees, and we'll take it one vertebrae at a time and roll all the way up. Nice. And then as soon as you come up, sweep the arms out to the side and take the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come right towards the heart. Nice. Take a nice big breath, send the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come right towards the heart. This time, release the hands down. Soften through the knees. On your inhale, reach the hands all the way up towards the sky. Take up space. Get taller. Exhale, bend the knees. Let the arms crisscross in front of you. Nice and slow. Inhale, sweep it all the way up towards the sky. Maybe even look up. Exhale, release, crisscross in front of you, bend the knees, nice and slow, kind of working in the legs a little bit as we do this. Inhale, take it up. Again, exhale, bend through the knees, take it down. Inhale, float it all the way back up, press into the heels, reach up. Exhale, take it down. This time we're going to keep the bend in the knees. Just take your upper body and your arms back up, chair pose. So lots of things going on in this pose, right? So resituate yourself, feel your feet into the ground, sink the hips down a little bit, scoop your belly in, and then roll the chest open, the heart open. Breathe here. 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales. You've got it. Stick with it. Every exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. 1 more breath in. Exhale, sink. And then inhale, take it all the way up. So press into the heels, use your belly, drag your belly in. Reach up, and then clasp your hands above your head, all except the pointer finger and the thumb. Reach up, press into the left foot. Exhale like you're in between 2 panes of glass. Take it up and over to the right. Little gentle side stretch. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then exhale, release. Rain your arms all the way down. And we'll slide the hands behind the tailbone. Clasp those hands right behind the tailbone. And if this is too much, you can grab opposite elbows here. It doesn't have to be that full clasp. So if you have the clasp, reach your fist down, roll the heart open. Same with the elbows. You have the elbows, reach your forearms down, roll the heart open. But then tuck the belly back in wherever you are here. Feel the thighs activate, tops of the thighs activate, and press back, right? But see if you can avoid locking your knees. Find a little micro bend in the knees. Feel all 4 corners of your feet grounding down. Roll the shoulders back a little bit more. Take 1 more deep breath in. And then on your exhale with your clasp, we're going to fold it up and over again. Bend the knees. So if you have the hand clasp, see if you can keep the heels of the hands together. If you have the elbow clasp, right, you can just let the elbows stay close to your low back, or you can peel them away a little bit. Soft little micro bend in the knees. Release the head and the neck. 1 more deep breath in. And then exhale. Release. Hands are going to come down towards the ground. And we'll just step the left foot back. And we're going to turn the left toes out right away here. Walk the right heel in line with the left arch of your foot. Bend the knee and start to roll all the way up. Warrior 2 pose. Sinking into that front knee. Just make sure the knee doesn't go past the ankle, right? If you're doing that, that just might mean that you need to walk the foot out a little bit wider. So the knee lands right above the ankle, or maybe even a little hovering in from it. Take your left hand to your back hip here. Push it back. Sink the hips down. This whole femur bone comes down a little bit. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And then take your arms out to the side. So this is a strong warrior pose, right? But what can you soften? What is maybe working too hard? Look over towards your right fingertips, if it's okay, on the head and the neck. And then come back to your breath. Easy breath up and down the spine. And then when you're ready, take that left hand, start to drop it down the left thigh. As far down as you can reach, pick the right arm up, reach it up towards the sky. So this left hip is going to want to poke forward. See if you can tuck it back underneath you. And then find that reverse warrior here. Lifting up and over. Continue to sink into that right knee. And then on your inhale, we're going to come all the way up, warrior two, pass through it, and then bring the right forearm right down onto the right thigh here. Left hand back to that left hip, push it back. Tuck your right sit bone underneath you, roll the left shoulder open, and then take your left hand and reach it back towards the back of the room or wherever you're doing this. Like you're grabbing somebody's hand here. They're helping you pull, and you're gonna keep that length and just sweep the left hand all the way up towards the sky. Side angle pose here, Parsvakonasana. Breathing. So if you can, recheck it into that right knee, maybe sink a little bit deeper. If you want to play with your core, right, just kind of testing out the muscles for the last couple breaths, you can take this, there's a party going on outside, you can take this right elbow off of that right thigh to kind of feel what core strength you need here. And then when you're ready on your inhale, come all the way back up. Warrior two pose. And then on your inhale, press through that right leg. Exhale, hands are gonna come right to the hips. So turn those right toes in and start to take yourself up and over to the left. We'll just switch sides. Warrior two. When you're ready, sink down into that left knee. Really press into the outer edge of that right heel. Feel the inner thighs draw together. Take your right hand to your right hip, press it back. This knee is going to want to fall forward, so we're going to press it open. It's this push and pull action. Take the arms out to the side, warrior two. Looking up and over those left fingertips. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And then breathe here. So find something that you can let go of, something that might be working too hard. Enjoying the little fiesta music outside. So there's always going to be a distraction, always. Especially if you live in a city, but even more so if you're in a quiet town, right? The mind can be the loudest over all the noise of a city, right? Your mind can be the loudest. So you're learning to cultivate that breath and learning to listen for the sound of your own breath becomes a really great tool. And then when you're ready, drop the back hand, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. So this right hip again, we're gonna push it back and lift up, reverse warrior, sink into the left knee. And then on your exhale, come up and over. Left forearm comes all the way down to the left thigh. Bring your right hand to your right hip again, press it back. Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Take a couple more breaths in here. And then when you're ready, come home. Take a Couple breaths in here. And then when you're ready, come all the way back up. Straighten that left leg, turn both sets of toes in. Hold on to the hips here, take a breath and reach the heart forward. And then on your exhale, we're just gonna take a nice wide-legged forward fold, releasing the head all the way down towards the ground. Shaking out the head and the neck, couple deep inhales, couple deep exhales here, taking your time. And then on your next breath in, come back up, bend your knees, and start to heel toe the feet in a little bit. And we'll come right into our Malasana, yogi squat pose. So before we sink right into it, just rock from side to side, open up the hips. Right, so big hip opener, take your time with this one. And we'll eventually come right back to the center here. Land in the center, take your elbows to your inner thighs. Doesn't matter if your heels don't touch the ground. You can always use a block or a book underneath your tailbone if you need a little support. So reach your heart forward, close the eyes, couple breaths here, yogi squat. And then when you're ready, we'll release that. Right, just come to take a seat, slide your legs out in front of you, and we'll take ourselves straight back down to the back. Oh, hello, I have a friend here. And as you come down to the back, draw your knees in towards your nose. And Nala's coming to practice with us. And then on your exhale, take the knees, easy supine twist to the left. Right arm reaches out to the right. So instead of looking out to the right, today we're actually going to look to the left. Hi, Nala. And then when you're ready, bring the knees back up to center. Exhale, knees drop over to the right. Look to the right, reach your left arm out to the left. No. When you're ready, come back to center. One last thing we'll do here is we'll just send both of the feet up towards the sky for a legs up the wall without the wall. Feel the low back get nice and heavy towards the ground. Reversing your blood flow, sending the blood flow down into the belly, to the digestive system. So see if you can meet that blood flow with your breath. Send your breath into your low belly as well. And then very slowly start to bend the knees, bring the feet towards the ground. And we'll take the feet right out into Shavasana, heels as wide as your mat, arms stay nice and far away from the torso. Let yourself completely relax here, taking final couple moments to let the muscles fall away from the bones. Breathing into your low belly. So feel free to stay here for longer if you have the time today. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your day, just give your fingers and your toes a little wiggle. Waking up the body slowly. And then start to drag your knees towards your nose, and we'll rock it up and over to either side and make our way back up into a seat. So that is our practice for the day. We'll end with the hands together right at the heart, finding just a little bit of gratitude, right, for slowing down, for giving your body the chance to catch up with all of the stimuli that we are constantly inundated with. Finding your own energy, your own breath again. So we are grateful for that. We'll take one last deep breath in through the mouth. Let your head come to bow down to the heart. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, or if it's the evening, I hope you sleep well. So take care of yourself, and I will see you next time on the mat. This is Sarah Yoga, and again, always my pleasure. Keep watching and keep your practice going, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Right, take that time for yourself.